Niche design aesthetics that you've probably never heard of. Hi, my name is Maria Toka. I'm a freelance graphic designer, and today we're going to be talking about some super cool modern graphic design styles that are trending online right now. But like only in those niche corners of the internet where the coolest stuff happens. They are the kinds of styles you see in underground posters, new album artwork, cool Instagram posts, and you're like, what is this style? Why does it look so good? So I've collected 6 aesthetics that I think are really fresh, unique, and super inspiring. We're going to talk about what makes them special, where they came from, and what you can use them for in your own work. But don't overdo it though. Okay, let's just jump straight in. And the first style is cybersigilism, based on very thin, sharp, detailed black line work, arranged in symmetrical shapes. It's always super clean and controlled, but also very intense visually. Color isn't needed. Black and white is enough because the focus is purely on the structure of the lines. There's usually no text in this style. The shapes act like symbols or coded visuals, even though there's no actual message you're supposed to read. The feeling is what matters. Serious, bold, and a little mysterious. Many shapes remind you of weapons, gothic ornaments, spines, claws, or mechanical parts, but nothing is shown too literally. Your brain fills in the ideas. The art feels like it belongs to a very specific subculture. The origins of this style come from modern tattoo culture combined with dark underground design on Tumblr or Instagram. It also pulls the influence from black metal graphics and old ornamental metalwork, but in a more minimal and precise way. Artists often sketch these by hand with ink or pencil. Keeping the hand-drawn look gives the style a more professional, artistic quality, instead of something that looks too computer-made. Cybersigilism is trending in tattoo design because the vertical and narrow shapes fit the human body perfectly. You also see it in dark fashion, independent posters, and branding that wants to look alternative. Overall, it's a style for people who want something that looks strong, confident, intense, and a little edgy without using loud imagery or color. Okay, the next one is eco-mystical. This style feels like nature, but from another universe. You get these shiny, fluid-looking vines and crystals growing out of realistic landscapes. It's like someone imagined what plants might look like thousands of years in the future. More magical, more mysterious, and almost alive in a sci-fi way. If cybersigilism feels sharp and aggressive, eco-mystical is softer and dreamier. The plants grow, they curl, they look like they're breathing. They feel like living ornaments, nature that evolved into jewelry. A big part of this aesthetic is 3D CGI. It's usually super high quality renders with pearlescent or glassy surfaces. Think of roots and vines made out of chrome or translucent opal. The colors are very calm and nature inspired. Soft greens, hazy blues, warm sunlight, and then pops of light, like tiny magical energy sources inside the plants. It always has that misty sunrise or sunset lighting that makes everything feel surreal. Environment-wise, it's always based in nature. Forest floors, tall grasses, rocks, moss. But then these unreal organisms appear like they're growing from fairy energy or alien ecosystems. Organic meets future tech. It leans heavily into fantasy, but without fairies or characters. The plants are the characters. You look at them and feel like they have a purpose or story, even though they don't speak. It's almost spiritual visual storytelling. Typography, when used, is usually minimal and elegant. Thin serif fonts, spaced out text, nothing that pulls attention away from the visuals. The plants are always the main attraction. This aesthetic comes from the combination of new 3D rendering tech and growing internet obsession with nature, but make it cosmic and ethereal. It probably evolved from a mix of biomorphic sculpture, fantasy art, and environmental world building in video games. Eco-mystical design works great for album covers, fashion campaigns, posters, and artistic branding that wants a surreal nature vibe. It also fits perfectly in concept art, 3D motion projects, and editorial visuals that mix fantasy with organic worlds. Okay, now let's talk about my favorite, ethereal grunge. It's like heaven and hell decided to collaborate on a fashion magazine. Ethereal grunge combines soft, dreamy visuals with rough textures and a slightly dark mood. The artwork usually looks cloudy or foggy, almost like a memory. It has a calm vibe, but the details add just enough edge to make it visually interesting. The color palette is mostly pale, whites, light grays, soft blues, and gentle shadows. There are no loud or saturated tones here. Everything blends smoothly to create a soft emotional atmosphere. Typography is usually small and subtle, often handwritten or slightly distressed. You might even need to look twice to notice the text. It's not there to grab attention, it's there to support the mood. This style grew from indie music artwork in the late 90s and early 2000s. Shoegaze album covers and Tumblr photo edits later helped define the modern version of it. It's basically grunge, but with less anger and more sensitivity. Textures like film dust, scratches, and blur effects help create a nostalgic feeling. Even a recent photo can look like it came from the past once those elements are added. That's what makes this style instantly emotional. Sometimes you'll see small gothic symbols like crosses, halos, or wings. They stay subtle, but they add a mystical and spiritual feeling. It's never too dramatic, just a hint. This aesthetic is popular in fashion lookbooks, experimental photography, and digital collages. It works especially well for designs that are meant to feel intimate or personal. You don't need a big scene, just atmosphere. Ethereal grunge looks best when there's empty space and softness. The emptiness is a part of the message. It allows people to project their own feelings onto the art. Overall, this style is great for anyone who likes grunge but wants something calmer, dreamier, and more poetic. It's emotional without being loud about it. Next up, soft indie zine. This style is so adorable to me. It is a very handmade and personal looking style. It's full of doodles, stickers, uneven lines, and sketchbook elements. It feels like something your creative friend made. The colors are usually soft pastels or faded tones. Nothing looks too bright or highly polished. That helps it stay comforting and relatable. Layouts are loose and not perfectly aligned. Things may look cut out or taped in place. Imperfection is the whole point. It gives the design character. This style comes from DIY, zine, and journal culture. Artists used to make small booklets by hand to share their thoughts, art, and feelings. That same vibe moved onto Instagram and into digital design. It's very popular for small business branding, posters for indie events, and stationery. It gives off a warm, creative vibe that feels honest. Handwritten notes or little emotional messages often appear in the design. People connect with that because it feels real, not corporate. It speaks directly to the viewer. Paper textures and rough edges really help complete the look. It keeps the artwork from feeling like a flat digital file. It should feel like something you can touch. This style focuses on personality and charm. It looks fun and emotional in a casual way. Soft indie zine is perfect for people who want their work to feel expressive and human, which is something that we all crave in today's world full of AI. Like something that's created with care, not just software. Okay, the next one is Whimsy Goth. This one is so fun. It comes from the 90s originally and it's getting revived. Whimsy Goth is a gothic style that focuses more on magic and personality than darkness. It keeps the deep colors and dramatic shapes of goth design but adds playfulness. It's basically witchy but friendly. It uses deep jewel tones like purple, emerald green, and navy blue. Black is still important, but it's softened by shiny accents like gold and silver. The colors make everything feel enchanting. Typography in this style is curvy and decorative, inspired by fantasy books and old signage. It should look expressive and not strict or modern. A bit of dramatic flair is totally welcome here. This style originally became popular in the 90s. Designers like Anna Sui used it to make fashion and interiors feel magical but still stylish. collage. It returned thanks to TikTok and younger audience rediscovering cozy goth aesthetics. Whimsy goth includes lots of symbols like stars, moons, and stained glass shapes. The visuals look mystical but never frightening. It's magic that feels warm and charming. It appears a lot in branding for small creative shops, handmade jewelry, book covers, and stickers. Anything that wants to feel artistic and slightly witchy fits perfectly. It's a great way to show personality in design. Layouts are often symmetrical but not rigid. The balance keeps things looking elegant. A little swirl or sparkle can fill any awkward space. It's perfect for people who love the gothic vibe but don't want to commit to the full dark aesthetic. It feels cozy and magical instead of heavy. Whimsy goth is a great style for those who want to express individuality and imagination in a fun and mystical way. And the last one for today is Y2K Pop Collage. It's loud, colorful, bubbly, and super nostalgic. It's a bright, energetic, and nostalgic style inspired by early 2000s pop culture. It loves sparkles, cute icons, glossy shapes, and flashy stickers everywhere. It's unapologetically fun and chaotic. The colors are super bold. Pinks, blues, purples, yellows. No subtlety here. It's designed to be seen immediately. Typography is noisy and playful, bubbly letters, bevels, outlines, gradients, and shiny highlights. It should look like a magazine cover aimed at teenagers in 2005. This style came from Popstar graphics, MySpace layouts, and early digital editing trends. With nostalgia coming back, TikTok helped revive the look for the new generation. Layering is important, lots of small elements overlapping to fill the space. Empty areas feel wrong in this style. More is more. It's popular for concert posters, influencer content, party flyers, and social media branding. It really stands out when you're scrolling fast. Everything in Y2K Pop Collage says excitement and playfulness. It doesn't take itself seriously, and that's why we love it. It's loud in a positive way. If you want to make something feel youthful, nostalgic, and fun, this style does the job instantly. It's design that sparks happiness and a little bit of childhood memory. Okay, so those are 6 modern design aesthetics that I think are super inspiring and worth paying attention to right now. Let me know in the comments which one do you vibe with the most. My favorites are probably ethereal grunge and whimsy goth, but you tell me. And which ones should I include in the next episode? Because I think I'm gonna make this as a series based on how many people were asking for it last time when I did my video, 30 design styles, but I wasn't focusing on modern specifically. So yeah, just let me know down below. If you enjoyed this, please give this video a like, subscribe for more design inspiration. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!